Yo, welcome on in, everybody. Welcome on in. I might as well go ahead and get this started right now. So, hope that everybody's been having a pretty good day. You know, it's Halloween for us who are in the Americas. So, happy Halloween to everybody. Hope that y'all have been having a good day today. So man, you know, y'all might be asking, what is with the title of this video? What's going on here? What's going on? Well, you know, I found out that this week, y'all. Personally, I am not a gamer, y'all. I'm sorry to tell you, I'm just not a gamer. I don't play video games, guys. I don't. Someone told me that I just don't play games. I played a lot of games, but I just don't play games, bro. Breaks my heart. But you know what? It's okay though, because as a non-gamer, I got there are plenty of games that I can play. I don't know. Most dumbass comment I've heard this week, bro. Oh shit. I mean, I'm just going with the meme, bro. So I'm good. It's a meme now. That's the shit that people, what actual non-gamers use against actual gamers, bro. I'm gonna quit yelling because I know my sister gonna be like, yo, you being loud as fuck. So today, you know, as you guys know, Dragon Age the Veilguard came out today, and I went ahead and yo, fake gamer, dude, leader. I'm telling you, I got into a whole Twitter discussion with an anti-woke dude. He was like, "You don't play games, bro." I was like, "The fuck do you mean?" Like, I could send it to you on Twitter, and this is the problem with like modern gamers, dude, is that when you're so like, it's like, again, let me tell you something. All right, we'll talk about this for like real quick. All right, when it comes to let's start with Eastern devs, right? Like, you know, Japan, Korea, stuff like that, China, whatever, right? They don't care about Western politics. They're gonna, whatever game that they put out, they're going to put out, and they're going to create it. They're going to do whatever they want. All right. Now, what they do with their games and their censorship is what they do with their games and their censorship. Correct. Now, sometimes Japanese, the Eastern Front, they do put out sloppy games, but the positives outweigh the negatives. It's the same thing with the Western developers, right? Western developers, they, as of right now, are in a negative light, but there are some positives within these negatives. Bro, if you ain't a gamer, that would mean I'm not you're a fake casual player. Yeah, hey man, you are, dude. You are. And so the problem with these whole anti-woke people, which there's more problems than just like one thing, right? But one of the major issues that I believe is like, look, leader, me, you, other people, we lived in the years of 2000, 2010, stuff like that, right? We lived through those years because that was our generation of gaming, right? We had the PS2, the GameCube, Nintendo Switch. Not Switch. I'm sorry, Nintendo Wii, PS1, PS stuff like that, right? We lived through that era. We're now jump into mid 2010s and 2020s. This era of gaming is not made for adults like me and you. What I mean by not made for us is that they are catering to the current generation, which is Gen Z. Correct? This is not our generation anymore, you know? So it's time for the majority of us to grow up. But what I mean by growing up is that you support the developers that are still doing them, you know, which is why I said modern Western gaming is in a negative light, but there are more positives. There are some positives and the negatives. You get what I'm saying with that? But yeah, anywho though, this nigga, or I'm sorry, bro, you're moving. You found all your old consoles. Like I'm going retro for it. And if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, you know? And I feel it. And I really do feel it. Like if you feel like playing your older games, that's not a problem. Play your older games. But you can't sit there and shit on every modern day that comes out because it's not your ideal of a game. This is where nuance comes in, right? Where when developers say this game is not made for you, then yes, it's probably not made for you because at the end of the day, you're into what I realize this leader is that as gamers, we're interwoven government politics with gaming politics. Yes, are there people out there who are trying to change like the way how gaming is? Yes, sure, there are. But we as gamers, we gate them out of our community. It's that simple. But yes, I am a fake gamer, man. I don't play video games. Like this motherfucker Wicked said, bro, you don't play games, dude. I started my gaming life on Counter-Strike 1.3. Okay, nigga. I started my gaming career playing Doom 1 on an AMD Duron at 1 gigabyte. What are you trying to prove, bro? Like, what are you trying to prove? Like, I owned a PS2. I got an original. Hold on. Where that? I would show y'all this, but it might mess a lot of shit. But I got an original Xbox right here. An original Xbox sitting right on top. I can show y'all the controller though, at least. Like, I got a PS3. I got a PS4. I would love to bring it down, but I have my stuff organized. I don't feel like taking all that shit down. But I will show y'all though. Like, I own all this stuff. I used to own a GameCube, but I sold it because I have a Nintendo Wii with the GameCube on it. You know, so you get what I mean? I'm like, what are you trying to prove? But look, I guess what he's trying to prove is that I don't play. I play what you call woke games. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing too. When it comes to all this dumbass bullshit, dude, I'm what you call a person who's in the middle ground. I call it bullshit on both sides. The hypocrisy of it. You know, it's nothing to prove. It's putting you're a faker. I know, man. I know. I feel it, man. I do. And so, you know, yes, today I bought Dragon Age the Veilguard. Bought it for $55. I saved $10 because I had bought it on I bought it on Steam, but I sold all my CS:GO casings that I had from like 7-8 years ago, and I sold them for $2.50 a piece. $50 a piece. And I was like, oh shit. I'll take it, you know. So and so far when I'm playing it, while I'm playing it, right, I actually enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. It's great. It's fantastic so far. For what I'm liking about it, you know. But I'm not trying to go too much into that game right now because I'm still trying to finish Metaphor, gotta finish Vision of Mana, and I need to finish Silent Hill 2. So once I finish one of those games, that's when I'll finally hop on into one of those games. But you know, and this is why I hate going into arguments with like Twitter niggas though, because Twitter niggas, like, it's like they don't realize that, yo, Twitter is not real, bro. That shit is not real. It's not. Like, y'all sit there and y'all spew your bullshit, because of social media. Like, and then at one point, right, a motherfucker asked me, do you watch my content? No, I don't watch your content because I don't watch slot content. I don't sit there and let's go on YouTube, let's look at the next woke video game. I don't do that. Who does that? I'd rather look up Dragon Ball Z content or something like I don't even know why I have my headset. I'm not even listening to anything. But like, I'd rather look up something like Dragon Ball Z content or animation content or something like that. I'm not gonna watch the next slop content of this game is woke because why? You don't tell me why it's woke other than, oh, there's a transgender character. It's a story. Have you played the game yet? Is the story great? How's the characters? XYZ. Whoop de whoop. Like, I'm like, holy shit, dude. This whole gaming environment is total ass. It's just fucking ass. By the way, after this just chatting stream, we're only going to be chatting for about 20-30 minutes, and then I'll be moving on to diplomacy is not an option. I think people forget that they probably won't talk like this in real life, and it provokes the tough guy. No, but let me tell you something, dog. Let me tell you, I'm not even I was going to show you all the thread. I'm thinking about it, but like, bro, this nigga had to add other people to join his conversation. Let me tell you, so many people messaged me in my messages and said, it was like, Disbearity, you cooked this motherfucker, dude. You cooked them. Because he never answered my questions other than why this game is that. Like, I'm like, dude, like, why this X game is that game? Like, bro, you never answered my questions or whatever. And then on top of that, this motherfucker added people who's not even part of the conversation. I'm like, once you add people to join a conversation between me and you already lost the conversation. Why do you need backup? People can get cooked and then need backup. It's like, exactly. That's the point. Exactly. That's the problem. Like, why are you adding people to the conversation? That's why I say, you know what? I'm done with the conversation now. I'm done with it. Once you add people. But that shit was funny as fuck, though. I said, do better, bro. Do better. Like, if you want me to watch your content, because, well, what he stated was that he's like, well, do you watch my content? I said, no, because I don't watch slop content. He's like, then how do you know my content is slop? I said, dude, because every video that you make is, this game is woke. This CEO, Sweet Baby, which is fine. If you have a problem with Sweet Baby, Ray's, Incorp, whatever, that's fine. That's cool. Whatever. You have a problem, I agree. We all have issues. Cool. But then you don't get mad when you say, well, you don't watch my positive content, because you do. You already set a precedent on what kind of content that you do. I don't watch that kind of content. I'd rather watch somebody who brings me value. Like, if you were to create a meme channel about memes and doing some random shit, I watch that. If you were to create an animation channel, I watch that. Teach me how to make a car, build a car, I watch that. But I'm not going to sit there and just watch slop content, because it's a slop. It's slop feeding off negativity of dumbass people, And so I'm like, that's the only thing I'm pissed off about. This motherfucker said I'm a non-gamer. I'm not a gamer. I said, nigga, do you know how many games I've been playing? Bro? I beat like 20 games this year. What do you mean? And then niggas bring up, well, I played this. I remember I used to play this game on my PS2. I'll say, yes, I beat that game on my PS2 too. I beat Crash Bandicoot, bro. I beat Crash Bandicoot at least 50 times. I beat this game at least 50 times. I get it, bro. You miss the older games. I do it. Just quit trying to find the negativity and everything, and then just enjoy yourself. Like, this is why I hate this election season too. I can't wait till this election is over, man. Can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait, because this election is just brain rotting people and shit. But though, hey, I'm just a person who's just staying in my own lane, and I'm just trying to enjoy myself. That's all it really comes down to. You spend your money the way you want to. And if you don't want to support something, you have to support something. That's what it is at the end of the day, So yeah, like I said, I got Dragon Age: The Veilguard. I just started a little bit. I'm not gonna fully dive into it just yet, just because, like I said, I need to finish Vision Honor Silent Hill. Once I finish one of those two games, that's when I'll finally jump on into it and play it. Because then after that, Dragon Quest 3 HD comes out, and I'm buying that game twice. I'm buying it first on the Nintendo Switch, and then I'll buy it on PC. Yeah, people get bad during election season when it's over, or everyone go back to normal and complain about whoever is president. Yeah, that's basically it. Like, that's it. We'll just sit there and complain all day. Nothing gets done. It's just like, whatever, dude. But it is, like I said, it is what it is though. It's just like all I can do personally is just stay in my own lane, work on my stuff, work on my content, ignore a lot of other people, and just do what I got to do. That's all that I can do, and just show face. Just show what I can do. I have to show these people that you don't have to sit there and create slop content in order to, what do you call? In order to like get views, basically, But it is what it is, though. What's up, LG? Hope all is well too. Happy Halloween to you. It's constant cycle of honestly, we blame the president. All we want is really needs no more old head in that government. So we love so much. Yeah, dude, get rid of all these old bastards, bro. We don't need these old bastards. Give us like a 20, 30-year-old. Okay, I think you have to be like, what, 30 plus or whatever, 35 plus. So 30-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old person who knows, like, who's closer to our generation. Like, I get it. But, it's the government. It's corrupt. What it is with America is that we just need more. We need more than a two-person party system. I'm not two-person party system. I'm sorry. We need more than a two-party system. That's what it is. We just need more than that. And the problem is that in American society, though, it's so ingrained in the two-party system that no one wants to vote third party because they're so ingrained in their own biases. They don't like to see the nuances shit. Like, it's like people always lump, like what I'm working on in my life is that I'm working on making sure to separate people, not just by left or right. Because you can be a liberal, but you can also be a liberal conservative. You can be a conservative, but you can also be you can be a conservative, you can also be a liberal, So that's something that I'm personally working on. It's like, look, it's like when they call woke, right? They might be talking about, I don't know, the liberals or whatnot, or woke might even be its entirety whole new group. It's like the same thing with the anti-woke. The anti-woke, they're not they don't have to just be conservative. They can be middle ground, stuff like that. So that's something that we all have to do as people is just start separating these groups between everyone and quit lumping and speaking to everybody as they're like all in one group because there's so many different ideals, because let me tell you something. I would not want to live in a world where the United States is under Christianity or something like that. Like I grew up Christian and stuff, right? But I don't want to live in a world where religion it takes over the entirety of ideal, That I'm not, hell no. That'll be a boring ass life, dude. Okay, so 35 is the age. So you could try. Hey, leader, if you want to go for it, go for it. Definitely consider going for it, dude. Nah, for real, go for it. Because that's what we need. We just need younger people to be what do you call? To be president, Like, and I'm not telling y'all who I vote for. I mean, a lot of my family, they've been pressuring me to vote and stuff too. Because I said I wasn't going to vote at all, but they've been pressuring me. And so this week, I've been doing my research on who I should vote for. And so I think everyone should be doing their research and like looking at various sources and not looking at like one side. Because a lot of people are very biased in what they talk about. Like, to me, there's a lot of people out there who are new. Like, you know what's crazy? So let me tell you something, y'all. I'm gonna show you something. So y'all know me. I've been working with ChatGPT for like the past year and a half now, right? And when you work with AI and you feed it a lot of stuff, it learns more and more about you and about your character, right? And so what's really interesting to me is that when I went into ChatGPT, let me see if I can pull this up for y'all. Hold on. I want to see if I can. So this is what ChatGPT thinks about me and me as a person. Let me see if I can put this up. Hold on. I was like, wow, does it really think of me like that? So I was like, it's kind of cool. Where's it at? Nope, not that. Firefox. But there you go. Okay, so this is what ChatGPT thinks of me as a person. So ChatGPT says, based on all your past conversations, what you know of me, what would you say about my character and morality? So, from what I learned, or from what you shared, you come across as a thoughtful, creative, and concisious. You have a genuine passion for gaming and storytelling, and you seem committed to crafting engaging, well-structured content that resonates with the audience. You're focused on providing value, whether it's through informative reviews, insights on game mechanics, or highlighting unique aspects of the gaming world. In terms of character, you're open to exploring fresh ideas. You prioritize a respectful and clear communication style, and you value authenticity, especially in how you present your views and experiences. Morally, you appear to be someone who values fairness and honesty. You aim to be informative without coming across as overly promotional or insincere. And you avoid cliches or gimmicks that feel inauthentic. You seem dedicated to giving balanced and thoughtful critiques, showing respect for developers, publishers, and players who shape the games you discuss. In short, you seem to be someone who values integrity, creativity, and genuine connection with others, building content that's honest, engaging, and enjoyable for your audience. And so anybody can ask that with ChatGPT, as long as you've been working with it, and it will build up all the articles that you make around it or with it. It will learn more about you and feed more about who you are, basically. And so that was very unique. And so this is why I stated, like, a lot of people, when they speak about gaming and shit, they speak from a bias. A lot of people think that there are nuance in discussion. You're not nuanced. If, like, this is why I brought up the other day in a tweet. I said, if you speak about any of these things in a conversation, we're here to have a conversation, but once you start to bring up the other, like, in my personal opinion, I have stated, I said, keep in mind, folks, a lot of people like me in this gaming culture war are in the middle ground. We just call the bullshit, the double standards, and the hypocrisy on each side. If you cannot comprehend that, then maybe gaming conversations are not for you. Most people think of themselves as nuanced until their bias shows in a conversation. They always use name calling, our side, liberals, leftists, double standards, woke, anti-woke, and weak. It's never about understanding each other or making common ground. People are willing to be divisive in order to win. And that's the problem here. There's no common ground. There's no nuance in a lot of gaming conversations, which is why, like, I don't, when I hear people say, like, instantly say certain things, I just roll my eyes and I quit caring, because it's just like, what's that word I'm looking for? It's just like, it's just a circle jerk at the end of the day. That's what I call it. It's just end up just being a circle jerk for what, and this is why I said Western gaming might be, Western gaming, it might be in a negative light, but there's more there's some positives in the negatives. This is what people got to understand. If you don't understand that, then it's a lost conversation. And that's what more people got to understand. I know I keep using understand, but that's just the word I use. Wow, I sip on this zesty Diet Coke. Now, leader, if you were president, though, leader, what would you go for? Would you unban Pornhub in Texas, bro? Would you do that for me? Because we got to use VPNs in Texas now. I mean, not that I really need it or anything of the sort, but I'm just saying, that's a number one thing there. I hear that everyone has a bias of some sort in on public forum, which X a lot of people simply doesn't much into, and that's the issue, and that's the issue that people got to really start to really ingrain that there needs to be more nuanced conversations. If your bias is showing. Like I just stated, these conversations are not for you, because you have to look at things from both sides of the spectrum and then be like, okay, how can we go about this in a better manner? But instead, most people just go out of the way and say, well, you're a leftard, or you're a liberal, or you're this. It's like, so me just saying let's look for common ground, and this is overall with X, but this is also more so people. A lot of things get lost in translation. Yes, we did. Really, Dad, really? Look, my dad just he stalks me in chat. So yes, we do, son. So help me vote out. Really? Yes, I read your comment, Father. I read your comment. I say, Diet Coke, you ain't big. You could drink full. No, I don't drink full Coke anymore, leader. What's up, Dad? What's going on? See, now I gotta act right now because my father isn't that. I ain't gotta act right. But no, it's just like, now creating that space of nuance is important. Just keep in mind that a lot of people may or may not want to have that type of, and that's the thing. A lot of people, they just don't want to have that kind of discussion anymore. And I don't want to say it is what it is, but people just got to do better. You know, that's what it really comes down to, is just doing better and actually like having those conversations. I think we need more of those conversations without name calling and other things going out there. Hopefully that can happen. But not in this current what do you call it, cycle. And those who don't, that's on the not you speaking. No. I get that. No, I get that for sure. You know, but hopefully though, like I said, it's like when it comes to a lot of things, there's a lot of stuff happened this past week. When it comes to either gaming. Well, let's talk about mostly from the gaming aspect. A lot of stuff has happened this week, and like a lot of information just flies out of the way. I think, and this is why I kind of agree with with certain people, where we got to go back to just having bad buys again. We really do. We really, really do. Like, we got to start going back to having bad buys. Like, I know I said for sure, like this year I haven't had a bad buy, but I'll take that back. The bad buy, which is actually what Leader gifted me, was Dragon's Dogma 2. Now, Dragon's Dogma 2, my issue with that game is like it's just not enough variety, not enough quality of life issues. Well, there's like plenty of issues in the game that needs to be fixed, ironed out. I guess they're going to do that whenever the Dark Arisen expansion pack goes out for that game, right? But I haven't been back to that game because it's just a lot of things just don't make the game feel great. Enemy impact just feels weird. Optimization is terrible. Enemy variety is not there. Fast traveling is not there in a sense. And I'm just like, that game could be a lot better. And that's what I would say. Like, I would call it a bad buy, but it was a bad gift. I'll call it that. It's a bad gift, and that's okay. We're going to have that. We're going to have those kind of games and stuff, which is why I tell people, like, yeah, support, spend your money how you want to spend your money, support game developers that you feel like should be supported, that you need to go with or whatnot, like that goes with your ideals, and just enjoy, man. Like, the frustration comes because we want those nuanced discussions from those who simply aren't ready for it. Yeah. Like, it's like, for me, I'm always up for discussion, but when the first thing that people, when they say is like, and the first thing is like wokeism or something like that, I'm just like, I just have to roll my eyes, because I'm like, look, I don't want to start a conversation about this. I want to say, like, why do you think this X game is bad? It's like, look, how can I say this here? It's like, example, a person can be gay, they can be trans, they can be whatever, right? I don't care if they're any of that. But the question is, though, can they write a coherent story from the game without interjecting their own political views and politics? That's the thing that I look for, And it's like, example, I know you've probably seen the clip already, with the whole Dragon Age Veilguard, where they are explaining to you about, what non-binary it is, right? So I looked into that. I did a little bit of research in that, right? That's why research is important. That only comes up if you were to choose those the they them, because like I said, it's an RPG game, right? RPG games, you're gonna have non-binary, you're gonna have they them, you're gonna have stuff like that, right? Those only come up if you choose that at the start of your character or whatever, at the very start, because you do get special dialogue for that. Now you can ignore that entirely, from what I did my research on, and I had Dark Riddler do a double check on it just in case too. And so it's like, if that can be ignored, that's fine to me, But that goes back into what I said in Black on the Game a while back. This is the whole game culture where it's a multi-layered issue. If you have space, I could join you in Discord. Not right now, probably later, because I am this is only gonna be like a short little discussion or whatnot, because not eventually, I'm actually about to move over to this game. Diplomacy is not an option. That's what I'm about to actually play. I'm trying to start each stream with like a just chatting kind of section, in order to start up a conversation with folks, and to also gather people in before we get into the main meat of the stream, But like I said, though, I'm not a gamer, though. I'm not. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not a gamer, though. I'm a casual. I'm a filthy, bloody casual. Us casuals got to stick together these days. But yeah, so like, I'm preparing for that game right now. Because actually, I was gonna go walking today, but my sister's like she's gonna pass out candy for Halloween, so I was like, okay, well we'll take a break today because just this week I walked around 67,000 steps this month, so I'll take it. I'll actually take it. 67,000 steps, y'all, this for this month in October. So that is 2,300 calories lost, which is actually pretty damn good. So I'll take it, you know. But again, I'll have these kind of conversations about once a week, though. You know, if I want to, probably I'm gonna try to do this once a month, which I actually stated this the last time here. What I'm probably gonna end up doing is once a month, probably around the middle of the month. I want to try to get a group of people together in order to sit down and talk about gaming and stuff like that. We're going to talk about gaming in a good light, gaming in a bad light. Like I will have multiple conversations, well, not conversations, but questions for people to answer, like what I did the last time here, to kind of get an idea where people are at. Because again, there's a lot of positives in gaming, a lot. The positives outweigh the negatives, but a lot of times within the past 4 to 5 years, a lot of people have been focusing on a lot of the negatives and not focusing on the positives. So once we get to those positives or speak about those positives, maybe things might change, you know. But I will say this though, as a person who did buy Dragon Age the Veilguard, I will say this is the first game of 2024 that I played this year that is running perfectly fine out the gate at 60 FPS on a high/ultra settings for me. That's fucking amazing. I'm talking about the only triple here. Let me refer to the only triple A game. And that's, well, also, I'll take that back to Metaphor ReFantazio as well. So the second game this year, came out the gate. So that's actually fairly interesting to me that this is the second game. What's up? Metaphor ReFantazio and Dragon Age are the two games this year that ran out the gate at 60 FPS on my rig. And I have a fairly powerful rig. And so, like, because, like, you know, every game that I played this year, that's like AAA game that I played this year, you know, they just ran like ass so far. Like Silent Hill 2, I like it a lot, but man, the optimizations is garbage in some areas, bro. Final Fantasy 16, I don't even want to talk about that shit. Besides performance, is there actually... Okay, so I only put about an hour's worth of time into Dragon Age so far, and the hour that I put in is pretty good in my personal opinion. I think it's worth it so far. Now, I'm not going to hop back into it until I finish Silent Hill 2 or Visions of Mata. So I want to hop into it to kind of get the feel of the character creation, and also the... I mean, if you want to see a bit of gameplay, I can show you a little bit of gameplay because I don't want to go too far into it, but it's up to you. I don't mind showing y'all a little bit of gameplay. That's up to y'all, you know, truth be told. But so far the hour that I played so far, it's pretty, you heard mixed things about the quality of the, okay. So I'll break it down for you. So what I would do for you is, I will say this, go watch Skill Up's review of Dragon Age Veilguard, because he gave it a disappointing review, said it was bad. Then go watch Mortal Missile's review of the game. Mortal Missile said it's his personal game of the year. Now, for what I hear from the internet, is these two guys are the biggest when it comes to gaming reviews. They're the most trusted from a lot of people. All right. So, example, if you're not part of this whole gaming culture war, you know, don't listen to anybody else. Just watch those two, and then then go ahead and formulate your own opinion. Now, if you feel like that you want to buy it, go ahead and buy it. Because again, it's okay to have a bad buy. If you don't want to buy it, wait for sale. You know, that's what I can give you. That's what I can give you, you know. Because my whole big thing now when it comes to gaming is like, you got to formulate your own opinion on things, you know. And if it's a bad buy, you know, it's okay. It's okay to have bad buys, you know. It is okay. And waiting, that is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Like I said, I could have waited too. Because right now I'm playing Visions of Mana still, Silent Hill 2, and I'm playing freaking Metaphor ReFantazio. I still got these three games finished. You know JRPGs are like 40 plus 50 hours long. I think Metaphor is 80 hours long, or really 100 plus side missions and stuff. Visions of Mana, how many hours I put in that game right now? I put in over 60 hours in that game, and for my own personal profile, I'm like, what, 35 hours in? So yeah, like I said, you know, I just bought it because I want to make, because I have I think you can call it OCD of money. I have OCD of money, so calculate how I'm going to spend my money through my paychecks for the rest of them, for like the month or whatever. And so, like, example, I bought Dragon Age, right? Then next week I'm buying Meta Select Tactics and I think Mario and Luigi Brothership. And then a week after that, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. I'm buying 2 copies of that game. And then that might be the last game I'm buying for the month. Now, I might buy Star Wars Outlaws. I'm thinking about, because it's coming to Steam. So I'm thinking about buying that. My friend said he gives it a personal 8.0 out of 10, which is fine. Because, you know, people got to start accepting more 8.0s and stuff like that. More 7s and more 8s and stuff like that, you know. People got, like, that's my thing with gaming, y'all, is that people are not accepting 7s and 8s anymore in the gaming space, y'all. That irks my nerves. Like, guys, 7s and 8s are okay. You know, we need more of that. We need more. It's okay, because then in the next iteration of the game, you know, they'll be better at it, hopefully, or whatnot. You get what I'm saying? We need more of that. But yeah, so far, combat is pretty fun. I'm playing a mage, you know, and in RPGs and stuff, I tend to go like, I don't really like playing like a tank class or anything of the sort. I usually like okay. So if I'm playing like a D&D RPG, by the way, I tend to play like a paladin or whatnot, because I love paladin. I love the paladin class. Or yeah, it's really paladin. Now, when I play like a non-D&D based RPGs, I tend to go for like the mage class or maybe even a ranger, because those are like the 2 funnest classes to me, you know. So in my Dragon Age Veilguard playthrough, I'm going as the mage right now. The one thing I can tell you is that the customization of Veilguard is really good for the most part. The customization, I will say this, it's really good, but it's BioWare. So yes, the whole ass meter that people got pissed off about and stuff, every single meter within that game, they don't really, it feels like they were being really conservative about how much, you know, shit, you know, things change. Like, you know, let's say you want to widen your ears out, right? It's like, it moves to like centimeters other than like inches. You kind of get what I'm saying? And like with the butt meter, right? The butt meter don't change shit. It don't. Sadly, it don't. But you know, if mods come out and mods change it, then they have mods out, you know, that's nice. I hope that mods will come out and change it, because you know, they did the same thing for Miranda's ass in Mass Effect, you know, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, where, you know, they moved the camera or whatever, then then modders changed it back, you know, so that's what they did. So, you know, this is the thing, guys. In most games, you know, we're gonna have modders. Modders out there are gonna save the game for the most part. You know, let's say the game got a 7.0, right? Modders are gonna make it an 8. All right, they're gonna put an extra point on it, just you know, to make it's gonna, unless it's a Bethesda game, because Bethesda can't be saved. I'm sorry to tell you, like, I have Starfield, and I have not touched Starfield in months, because I personally, I've been telling myself that I'm waiting for mods to get better for Starfield. Like, the last time I played it was November 17th of 2023. I have not beat that game at all. Dead ass serious. So even with the Shattered Space update, I still have not went back to the game, because I'm waiting for Bethesda to actually make the game good. Like, but this is Bethesda, you know? And so the only way to make the game good is by what? The modders. The modders are there. So yeah, you know. But like I said, though, that's all I want people to do, is just start formulating your own opinions. You know, it's okay to listen to other people's opinions and stuff, but it's always better to just formulate your own opinion to get an idea on what, you know, what you're looking for, basically. And that's what I think that what we got to get back into doing. You know, back in the day, you know, we always bring up this whole back in the day, early 2000s and stuff like that. You know, when we bought a game before all the social media stuff, we had to buy it. We bought it. We stuck with it. You know, and that was it. We couldn't take it back probably sometimes. You know, if we refund it, if we took it back, we get half our credit back, stuff like that. It was a terrible time, you know. Now that we have social media, everyone's sharing their whole thoughts and stuff, you know, it's a lot murky. It's murky water. And so we just got to go back to where, you know, just making your own opinions and having bad buys, you know. If you have that, if you know, have a bad buy, it's okay. It sucks. Eat it, suck it up, and then go wait for the next game. But I will say this though. I will say this. For me, I bought Dragon Age for $55. To me, that's a good buy. And I'm happy that I bought it for $55 because let me tell y'all something. AAA gaming today, I'm tired. There ain't no way, because especially since I'm a PC gamer, that unless it's Nintendo, I am not spending $70 on video games at all. I look elsewhere before I buy it on Steam. Because if your game comes out a buggy ass mess, right? I'm not going to spend no $70 on your game. I'm sorry. So, example here, like Silent Hill 2. Even though I'm accepting the game runs like ass sometimes, right? I bought it on Fanatical for $50, I think. And I was like, best $50 I've ever spent. Dead ass serious. Same thing with like, now about Metaphor Refantasio for about $60 on Fanatical as well. Because I'm like, hey, I'm a cheap bastard, y'all. I'm cheap. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just cheap as fuck. Now, like I said, unless it's Nintendo, though. Nintendo, they get a pass. Because Nintendo, with their Nintendo tax and shit. So that's the pass that they get. But I hope that y'all are having a good Halloween, though. I hope that y'all are. I'm just actually about to move over to... Oh, what's up, Night? What's going on? I'm actually about to move over to... Diplomacy is not an option, y'all. So, what that means is for you guys here, y'all don't have to do anything at all. Just stay on this page. You guys will be auto-redirected to the next stream, y'all. By itself. Y'all will be auto-redirected. Okay? So, y'all don't have to move or anything of the sort. I'll see you guys in less than 30 seconds. Okay? Less than that. So, be right back.